updates on the back, and how's everybody doing that? Man, this music rocks. Do, 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 do. quality stuff. What remix is like I'm in an old trap house. Make the chat thingy bigger. I love requests. Absolutely. I think I can do that. Do it like pretty easily. Let's see here. Where is my OBS? I hope it is a gentleman. Is that a little better? Oh, beautiful. Late night, getting you through those long work hours. We're listening to Tutorial Croy's new instrumental version of Whisper in the Darkness. Enjoy. Here on WNRD, The Nerd. How we doing back there, Zach? Just give me a thumbs up, thumbs down if you're ready to go. All right. We firing in about 2 minutes. Enjoy one last track. The B-side. I think that I would make a quality radio host, Zach.
I think so. You're always torn between radio host and late night host with your presentation. Both of them live in you.
Inside you there are two wolves. One hosts radio in the Midwest at 2 a.m. on a Wednesday, and one is Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
Zach, welcome to the show. There's 24 people in here. There's 24
Incredible.
people in here doing nothing but listening to your music, by the way.
Well, thank you so much. You can subscribe to Charlie LaCroix if you like what you heard.
Oh yeah. I'm bombing.
I can't wait for the next album
by
again to be a completely different genre. I'm torn. I'm trying a couple different things.
That's
We'll see
tradition.
how it goes. I have 2 or 3 album ideas. I kind of know what I want to do next, but I don't know if I can do it to my standards, which are increasing every album. Which means by the time I get to my 10th album, I'll release the greatest album ever. By math.
Zach, we're gonna talk a little bit about resolutions later, but as far as I'm concerned, you've already created one of the best albums ever.
Oh, thank you.
Tom should take over Coast to Coast from the. Oh my God, there's so many people in here. Steve, Halo Cat, Oh, it's Zach.
Tom, I think is and I are morally opposed to hosting Coast to Coast, but we would have so much fun with it.
I just got an ad on my own stream, Zach. Again.
It's the worst. YouTube. If there are any two people that should never receive ads on this channel, it's the two of us.
I did the thing, Zach. I did the thing. I pressed the button. 90s car radio program with two passive-aggressive hosts who are completely over the whole thing and who book comedy songs to fill airtime.
Ooh, I like that.
Thank you all very much for tuning in. It is WNRD the Nerd. We're gonna move right on into Lonely Island. That's right, this is Lonely Island's Jack Sparrow. Enjoy.
It's a little late for the night.
We don't. Oh! Are we too cool for Lonely Island references, Zach?
If they time traveled 20 years back, I specifically imagine like we had to work with the limited comedy music that was available in the 90s, which is Weird Al and like nothing. Like the only competent comedy musician of that era is Weird Al Yankovic, and then later we got more better comedy artists, comedy musicians. Like it's incredible how much of them came out of the late 90s and early 2000s.
Zach,
Somebody's going to point out a counterexample in the chat, and they might have a point.
Zach, it's great. It's great to see you, and I know it was a little stressful, like getting us ready on time, but it's just like once we're alive, I just feel so good.
I agree.
I'm just so happy to be here.
I was not adequately dressed up, so you're getting my The Onion Sickos T-shirt.
I think that's a good T-shirt, Zach.
The Onion's opinion comics. That's the guy who's leaning into the window saying, "Ha ha, yes."
Zach, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm trying to get in a place where my back doesn't hurt. Because I wasn't expecting to be sitting up. I'm gonna be real, but
you know, sometimes like we do this thing where we will predict what a person's gonna say, right? We will predict like my brain will like autofill sentences. I thought you were gonna say I'm trying to get into a place where I'm like comfortable being on camera today, or I'm trying to get into a place where I can relax. I was not expecting I'm trying to get. That's a much more fixable problem.
yeah, I just have to find a posture where my back isn't sticking. The problem is I am 31, almost 32, and I have a feeling my back is like, this is the time I betray him. This is the time that I like start really messing with him.
This is it. This is it here. All right. We are in the beginning of the beginning of the stream here. I'm really excited about it. A couple of questions. Does the audio sound okay? Number one. Number two. I had more things to say, but they all fluttered away. So I guess that's it. I suppose that's it, Zach. I'm so excited. Zach, we're talking about Game of Thrones today. We're talking about A Song of Ice and Fire today. We never do that.
No, not often.
If I
can bring this closer.
I think. What do we think of one of these?
Entire camera angle's gonna change.
What do you think of one of these? How's that? Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's better. That's better. It's got like this warm, like firelit sort of deal. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Hello, cool.
Hello, cool. Oh my God, everybody, hello. It's great to see you guys. It has been a hot minute since we streamed. I didn't want to again.
Yep.
Yeah, I did. I streamed and then I chose not to. And that's audio could be a bit louder. Thank you very much. I'm going to boost both Zach and me, and we will see what that does to it. For me, it's everyone in chat is talking about what parts of their bodies hurt the most. And mine.
My back and my neck, if I'm ever laying down too much or like not going out and doing things, start to ache, and I just like have no incentive to like put in too much strenuous movement. Unfortunately,
Zach, I don't think you are allowed to say my back and my neck. I think you have to say my
Is that,
neck and my
is that
back.
copyrighted? My neck, my no, it's the opposite of copyright.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Like if you
my
don't
neck,
if you
back.
don't use it, it's like a road. If you try to drive somewhere other than a road, they get mad at you.
It really depends on where you're at. If it's in a rural enough area, you can just drive anywhere.
It's a silly day, guys. We had some silly
You must
recordings
finish
today.
the. Theodore says you must finish the incantation.
I told everyone, and I expect everyone to have gone and done it. I told everyone to go and summon monsters in the comment section of your new video, Zach.
Ooh, that's fun. I
Yep,
like that a lot.
yep,
That's a really cute
yep.
thing to do.
We have this wonderful running bit where when Zach is not here, we summon him. We start the chant. So everyone go summon Zach in his comment section.
Halo Catspaw said you should make a cover album modernizing old cheesy Halloween songs like the Monster Mash and call it Bangers and Mash. I will not be taking questions. I was legit thinking of for the cover album doing like a poppier, newer version of the Monster
That's
Mash
actually really
because
funny.
that like it is totally in line with the over the top ridiculousness of the like lyrics on that album for me to do like a dark expressive version of the Monster Mash on that.
That's how you get a succubus stuck in your wall, Winnie the Pooh style, by not finishing the incantation. Uh-oh.
I think we became gray squares for everybody.
That happens. There we go. Okay, perfect. Dude, it's so good to be here. We're actually talking about Game of Thrones today, but I have something of an announcement today, Zach, if that's okay.
Oh boy, I am excited.
Can I leak the thing that we've been working on the last couple days?
Yes, go
Oh,
for it.
okay. All right. Don't. Ready? All right, everybody. Where's my OBS? So Zach and I, at this point, have over 200 theories, which is too many. Um, so we started pondering what would be the best way to sort of manage those. Um, and we were debating that, and while we were debating that, I just did this. Oh, we
As,
bo- I,
as I
bro-
say,
I broke
as,
Zach
as I
on the
say
overlay.
often, you can't stop Tom from doing anything if Tom wants to do it.
Now I will look if somebody.
Tom, that is not derogatory. You only like to do things that are fun and interesting.
Oh my God.
It's just that if they made something fun and interesting illegal, you'd be like, yeah, but
Oh my God.
you better hope roller coasters are never illegal.
There we
Tom's
go.
first incentive would be to build an underground roller coaster.
I do have sort of a speakeasy sort of mentality, don't I?
You have twice pitched me opening a speakeasy.
But I only did it once.
Yeah.
Um, so we thought that we were having trouble keeping track of all our theories.
To the point that you can show us some of our thumbnails and we can't remember what the theory is.
Yeah, it has gotten so bad that we now can do that as a bit, where we don't know which thumbnails are real and which are not.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be the interesting nerd wiki? It should. It should. But I just made it. You know, like I could have taken the time to proofread, but I didn't. um. So, Tom, what have you done? You made a wiki for the new
I don't know how you
club.
finished
Yeah, see, we have immediately. Uh, Honestly, this can be helpful. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Like, this is gonna be useful for keeping track of the interlocking theories, and also for making memes. Wiki content, all pages. Let's see, and if I scroll down, right, like Sorella's secret identity. Sorella's secret identity, formerly Sorella Greyjoy, is a theory originally proposed by Tom Silver. It posits that Sorella Sand is not the bastard daughter of Oberyn Martell, but is instead Rhaenys Targaryen, the legitimate daughter of Rhaegar Targaryen and Elia Martell. What do you think of that, Zach?
I think that's a good description, and then you can use the clues that were given in it. Yeah.
Yep, got him down here, right? And this can be formatted better, but I just wanted to throw together a couple of proofs of concept. And then of course, we have stuff like this.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we can put the people who make frequent appearances, so you can find all the theories they submitted, which makes it easier to like have a total list and know that you've seen them.
Like Duke, aka Rage Unicorn, is an anthropomorphic unicorn.
I want to dispute this. By location, Mirrored is actually a trickster swamp fairy and not a forest fairy.
Like we can have like an alternate theories section at the bottom, right?
It's disputed whether she's a swamp or forest fairy.
Yeah.
List of times Zach has doxed himself.
No.
I'm gonna be real.
God.
That was like 2 septa lines ago. I'm on a much better line now.
What about the random channels you promote? That you sometimes promote. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea if that's gonna show up in here. Oh, look, I have my bespoke merch. Look at my bespoke merch, Zach.
Oh yes, your
Yes.
drinking
Yeah.
glass.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. Delicious. You can't have any. Hmm. Zach, I want you to know
Yeah.
how much I enjoy this stupid thing with you. And even in spite of the problems and challenges, it's one of my favorite things that I have ever done. It makes me really
I,
happy, and so do these ridiculous people in here. Oh my god.
I just
Steve
have to
says
accept
she's in
that
a cypress forest.
anytime before stream starts, my anxiety is gonna shoot up by like 80%. And like I don't know why. It doesn't matter which ones.
Oh
Uh,
my god.
whether streams have gone great or terribly is always just like, oh god, a stream. Like this is gonna be the one where I like completely destroy my career.
You know what's weird
There's
is
no editing to save me this time.
yeah, that's it's very interesting because I have like the opposite problem where I
Meanwhile, I'll go on Taco Stream and be like, I can make like 5 edgy jokes. No one's gonna like care.
like when you and I sit down to record, I have like I don't know, there's work to be done after. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we screw anything up, right, I have to make a thumbnail, I have to do all this stuff. But when we're done, when all of the prep work is done before we start streaming, right? I get to start like I'm done, right? I'm done for the night. All I have to do is sit here and talk. Ow. I got prep work, and now I just get to like goof around. It's great.
Yeah, that's
When is
true.
the drinking stream coming, Zach?
I can drink now. What, what do we specifically mean by the drinking stream?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I love this
Like,
stupid shit.
is there a stream where I'm supposed to be uproariously drunk? Because that could be this one. I just feel like it would have consequences when I wake up in the morning and have to go to the DMV.
God, what
I
have
feel
you
like that will make it
done?
far less pleasant for me.
You're a pink pony girl. And you dance at the
Do we have it?
club.
Does one of our streams fall on? If we do one every Wednesday, does that? No, it doesn't. We might have to make that a special stream if we want to do a 420 stream. Hey, look at.
Yeah, and at any rate, 420 this year falls on Easter, which will either
Oh,
make it way more fun or way less fun.
One of the two.
Not the pink pony girl. Oh my god. Yes, the pink pony girl. Yes. Oh my god. Oh, what a beautiful stupid thing we do. HOTTOGO.
You can take me hard to
And
go.
Zach, I think that's a good transition to get us into what this stream is actually about.
We want your opinions on the last topic we talked about. We
Yeah.
had a Catspaw theory. Tom specifically had a Catspaw theory. I named a bunch of people who I thought might be the Catspaw until I got the right answer. Uh,
Yeah.
Now you can tell us if we were right, we were wrong. If you have anything we want to add, Tom, I want to point out, since we're now into the meat and stream, you forgot the bag of silver, and I did too.
Yeah, I did forget the bag of silver.
Mentioned a bag of silver.
And that exactly is why I wanted to do extra streams like this. Right? I really like the idea of of like a follow-up. Like a couple days later when we both had a chance to think about it, and like 2,500 people have watched the video.
And we get more perspective.
Which
this
is
will be
stupid,
great
by the
when
way.
we do a really dumb theory, which is good because we just recorded.
HOTTOGO. I think it's this button. No, Zach, it's this button that switches to the other screen. This button that doxes us. Okay.
Okay.
That was the right one. That was the correct button that time.
Okay. I'm watching the stream to make sure we didn't get doxxed.
Yes.
Oh, we didn't get doxxed.
We didn't get doxxed.
I've been replaced by a Christmas tree. But besides that, oh, there we go.
Tree. Oh, they are, yeah. HOTTOGO.
Dox.
Everybody!
Dox.
I don't like this meme. I've never liked this meme, Zach.
Y'all are coming for drinking streams, but every other stream is a doxing stream.
Zach, we have a whole bunch of new songs to sing. I need to do karaoke with you sometime, like as soon as I possibly can.
I should be back in town soon, hopefully for a while longer. Fingers crossed I have a job interview on Friday.
Oh, that's great.
So hopefully there might be a lot more in-person ink stuff soon.
Yes.
We'll see.
The in-person stuff is my favorite for sure.
Yeah. I still think the moment
right?
I think the moments that I laughed the most were early on in the Yu-Gi-Oh video before I realized how long it was going to be. And also the Airbud video was really good.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one, Zach. That's a really, really good one.
I feel like if all of our videos got equal views, we would have like 20 of those by now.
Yeah. Look, I can draw, and it's not like Hyper Crushed. Look, this is the power of Krita. Oh my God! Look, it's waving. Hello, how are you? Boop boop. Hi, how you guys doing? Oh my God. Oh, holy crap. Oh, it's so good to see you, Zach. Let's get to talking about the Catspaw. All right.
Yeah.
I would love, and anybody and everybody's thoughts in the chat. Please send them. Absolutely send them. But in the meantime, Zach, let's talk. Zach Riff. Can you disable ads or do you need them? Give me a second. Let me see.
How bad are the ads?
Ad rate. Yeah, how bad are they? Zach Riff, I believe in you.
Well, what we'll do is we'll set it from ads every second to ads every 5 seconds, and that should considerably, like, that'll be 1/5 of the ads. That should be totally watchable. I've been turning to a gray square. Yeah, normally we're not littered with ads, so I don't know what's going on.
I did see that comment. I did. Oh, we're a black square again. I did see a comment that was like, the ads are quite bad at the beginning of the videos. If that is ever the case, please comment that, because I try really hard to make sure that the ads are at most like 2 mid-roll ads over the course of like an hour and 20-minute video, something like that. Um, uh, uh, and if it's ever more than that, I do not want that. And YouTube absolutely loves to insert them against my wishes every 8 minutes. Once
Yep.
again, 8 minutes. Which is too many, Zach. Which is too many.
Yep. Oh, yep. Yep.
All right. I did set the ads to delay, and we will see if that works. In the meantime, let's go. And look at this. Look at this, Zach. You ready for this? You ready for this shit?
Yep.
Boom! Look at that! Look! It's the chalkboard! It's the whole chalkboard! Look!
We are
It's
right
the
back. We are
chalkboard.
right back where we started.
It's the chalkboard. It's the chalkboard. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. What's the matter with you? Fine and you're fine and you look so divine and come and get your love. Zach.
Come and get your love.
Zach, Howland Reed sent the Catspaw.
Howland Reed set the Catspaw.
Howland Reed sent the Catspaw.
I mean, based on my theory that he was given visions of the future from Bran, he may have known about the Catspaw ahead of time, which means he could have sent him. That would be ridiculous. Again, you know, I can make this more ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Howland Reed. The reason we haven't seen Howland Reed is because he's Mance Rayder.
Why? I thought there was gonna be a follow-up.
I want you to stew in that one for a little
Okay,
bit.
all right, I'm here. I'm ready for it.
If there's one question I would ask about our channel, it's why.
It's tell me why.
Peter Baelish is Howland Reed.
Tell me why.
Is Mance pretty short? Do we get a Mance height?
Tell me why.
Okay.
Damn, Zach, we were doing so good.
I'm reading chat.
Oh my god. I thought it was one of the most fun videos that we've ever done, and not just because of the chaperone. I think that is the correct amount of insane that really leans toward being correct. That the Catspaw is so is like the whole thing is so well executed right up until the last moment, and that is extremely poorly executed.
Yeah.
Like let me just pull.
The fire for the diversion works shockingly well.
Like yeah,
he manages to sneak into Winterfell. Like for it to be undone by a dog.
Like
is
just
kind
to
of
pull some
preposterous.
stuff out here. Like look at this. Like the Catspaw uses a dragonbone blade. One of the criticisms in the comments that was brought up was like how did the Catspaw get that? And like that I don't take that as a criticism. I'm like, yeah, how did the Catspaw get that, Zach? How did the Catspaw get that? Unless that can't have been a theft of opportunity. Because
it was specifically given on purpose.
Exactly. If it was a theft of opportunity, it's a theft of opportunity from inside the king's caravan, and it has to have been intentionally obtained for this purpose. The only people who can do that are people proficient in stealth, and with a very good reason to do this.
Yes. Someone who wants this knife to be found. So, like, that to me tells me that the plan is to get caught. Mm-hmm. Like, George's official explanation of Joffrey sent the Catspaw, and then Littlefinger saw the dagger, and then Littlefinger used the dagger to specifically frame Tyrion, requires a lot of conveniences and contrivances. Somebody who's willing to stab a kid is willing to find a knife, and the knife being brought to like Littlefinger for attention is only relevant if the knife seems important. Well, the knife doesn't seem important if it's just a kitchen knife. Like, guy had a knife and came to stab the kid.
Yeah.
The second you make it an interesting and rare knife, it's a compelling piece of evidence.
If this can be done with any knife, why wasn't it done with any knife?
Yeah, it's not like there's a specific knife you need to stab a child successfully.
Mm-hmm.
Any knife will do.
Just like that song from Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dragonbone Blade.
Any knife will do. I took my knife
I took my knife.
with silver inlay
Ah.
to take your skin. I don't know how to. Yeah, that there's like not a
No,
lot
you were
of
doing so good. You had it. You had it. To take your skin flay, right?
to make your skin flayed. There, to make your skin flayed.
Ah.
Any knife will do.
Any knife, any knife.
That is, I think, the 8th time we've done any dream will do, and
yeah, this is a mainstay. Oh my god, I love this stupid fucking thing we do, Zach.
me too.
Maybe to kill Time God Bran for good, you need to use Dragonbone or Dragonglass. That is an interesting perspective. What do we think of that, Zach?
Maybe they're trying different Pokemon types. Like they found out that they found out that ground was not very effective. So they switched to steel.
Yep. Okay, wait, hang on. I can expand this. Ground. Yeah, they tried ground and flying, neither of which worked. They switched to steel. They switched to ice, and that didn't work.
Yeah,
He is resistant to water. Possibly immune to water, given how poorly the attack from the Ironborn went.
yeah.
Uh, 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 so what Zach, what is Bran weak to, Zach?
What
Fairy.
is? Yeah, fairy.
Dragon, of course, he's weak to dragon.
Dragon.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. We
That's why I
found
was
the joke.
Dragon Blade. They were doing a steel dragon type to get 2 types in one.
Zach, there's 41 people in here.
And we're making
We're
Pokemon
just
type jokes.
riffing.
Yeah. Tom, have you watched a single episode of our show?
It's fairy type 100%, says Steve. Maybe the blood of a time god and dragon steel is needed for a blood ritual, Zach.
Maybe. It's weird to tell, like, with time traveling Bran what stuff requires like a weird magic ritual, very specific things. There's like we know for sure. The only thing I think we know for sure the specific like magic rituals that need to happen are like Thoros is able to do some sort of like ceremony to bring back people. Mel seems to be able to do something similar. There's a weird sex ceremony for the Shadow Baby that's also her lore. And then there's another fire-related ritual that Danny does as a one-time thing to wake the dragons. That might be how dragons were woken in the past. We don't know. And then the only other like things I think we can say for sure are magic are whatever the hell Euron's doing, Patchface, and the others, and I guess the children. But we haven't really seen any rituals from them.
Oh, I did get an ad. Why are you giving me ads?
Are we able to control ads during streams? Is YouTube just like, nope?
I pressed the pause ads button, but it didn't care.
That sounds about right.
Oh, Nick makes an excellent point. Bran is definitely psychic type, so he's weak to dark, ghost, and bug. Your response?
Have we seen a Bugs as an attempt? We've only seen Bugs as an attempt to kill Daenerys,
That's
and
true.
Daenerys is a dragon fire type.
Yeah, Daenerys is
Uh,
dragon fire, and Bug would be weak, and I think she's 4 times super effective because I think she also has flying type in there too.
I think her dragon's a flying type. I think she's
Yeah,
dragon fire.
yeah, she's dragon fire, and her yeah. What type is Barristan? Because he actually kills the bug.
I think he's normal.
What a fantastic take. That is
He's like
one
the
that
most
is
powerful normal type swordsman in Westeros.
that is the most correct thing I've ever heard. Uh he's grass psychic based on Celebi, says Steve. When Bran evolves, he will be a tree and weak to fire. He'll be psychic grass, of course. Taco's here.
Look, Taco. Okay. Anybody in the chat? Do you have anything we think we missed in this theory for realsies? We
Yeah.
will. I'll be happy to vamp about Pokemon types of different A Song of Ice and Fire characters, but like, this is your chance. If you commented, I don't agree, or like you missed this piece of evidence, we'd love to hear it because I'm ready to revisit this theory. Like full in. The problem is my mind is not like changed an inch. Other than I think I'm more certain of this theory now than I was previously.
All right. While while the chat is like getting those ready and we're picking them out, Zach, I want there's something that I wanted to like bounce back and forth off of you. One of
Yeah.
the principal criticisms that we got on this theory is that this question already has a canonical answer, uh, which is that Joffrey sent the Catspaw because George said that it would be revealed in Storm, and in Storm, Tyrion came to the conclusion that Joffrey sent the Catspaw. And much of the fandom believes that it is like done and dusted from there. Um, and I think that I actively dispute that for 2
It would
reasons.
not be the first time that George has, like George has said multiple times that he has said things or given ambiguous answers or uh, indirectly led people the wrong way in the books on purpose before. So it could be that this is to like cover, like patch over something that has a more complicated answer.
George has both um retconned previous things, right? He has been sure of things and changed them later, and he has directly misled the fandom in the past. Uh,
Yeah,
and I think that those 2 things combined uh mean that almost nothing he says should be trusted outright. Zach,
yeah,
there's
no, and
42 people in here.
he had two characters speculate on
Yeah.
it and uh, come to a conclusion. That's not a reveal. That's not a reveal in your universe. Reveal is a like clear declaration from Joffrey that he did it, which like it was revealed in Storm, right? Like he could Joffrey is alive for most of that book. If he wanted to make it a clear reveal, you could have Joff say, just like I sent that cat's paw to
Just
kill the
like I
Stark.
did. Uh uh I like Halo Cat says, "Oh, I like George a lot, but he's an old bullshitter."
Yeah,
um Taco and Zach, I was hoping that you could respond to this. Taco says, what did I miss? Start all over.
he mostly missed trying to put characters in Pokemon types.
Yeah.
Uh, us singing Joseph the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat
Oh,
and
and also
unrelated banter.
we're all looking forward to Taco's entry on the wiki about how he is a sentient taco.
Yes, and get shapeshift into mist.
Yeah. I'm so excited for the Bloodraven the Bloodraven section. Bloodraven's gonna have his own page, and it's gonna say all the things about Bloodraven on that page. And one of them is going to be that he can shapeshift in a mist, and the other is that he is in a long-term, semi-committed open relationship with Winona Ryder.
we see in life is actually a glamour. Yes.
Yes, yes, he is a taco. He's a taco. That's why every time anyone says something that he thinks is funny in the Discord, he puts a taco in. That's the only shape his hand can make.
His hands are also tacos.
Yeah, no, he's just a no. He is the hand, dude. Dude. Who is this bit for? I guess this bit's for Taco. Hi, Taco. How you doing? Um, what level of mental gymnastics would we need to justify that Tyrion sent the cat's paw all along, Zach?
What we need for that is all we need is confirmation that Tyrion has a split personality that we don't see ever in any of his chapters, which has precedent actually. That like we like lose out on point of views during certain like aspects of them, right? We need to come up with a like Tyrion Durden like theory where a lot of bad things that happened to Tyrion have been intentionally set up by him, like blacking out and waking up as evil Tyrion.
Zach, I just saw one of my favorite kinds of messages, which is, "I am so late. What in the hell is going on?"
You're like the wonderful thing is nothing we say even makes sense in
Don't worry
context.
about it. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't make sense in context, so don't try. Uh, now that Zach, you brought up something really, really very interesting. Hang on, I'm thinking here. Hang on. So you're referring to like Reek, a
Yeah,
character who
like
is a yeah.
the ghost in Winterfell might just be Reek might just be Theon in the chapters we don't see him, and then when he encounters him, it's just the personality handoff happening. Uh, that's a common theory. That is not, of course, my theory, which is that it's the ghost of Maester Lewin. But or your theory that it's a faceless person. But I do think that like that is a plausible answer to it. It's a more sensible answer to it. And there'd be an interesting narrative thing too. That there's stuff happening with the character in between their chapters, where the character is unrecognizable to us. I think that's neat.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Is there a character? So we have precedent of characters being other characters, and the audience doesn't know.
yeah.
Are there any other characters like that right now? Question mark. That we
We've
don't know
talked about. We
about?
know what a whole secret identities roundup. Uh, there are probably some we missed. Hmm.
Interesting.
I feel like the argument against this is George tries to stay out of the heads of people who would give us too much information, and that's why we have Ario Hota as a point of view, and why Ned had to die in book one. Ned knew too much, and he had used like it's too traumatic as a cover for him not thinking. And by the way, John's not my son because it's in his brain. We can see his thoughts.
The kid is
Same,
not
same with the
my son.
camera that rides. We get the camera that rides. We get like what 4 different Greyjoys, so we never get inside Euron's head, and we can't get inside one of the members of his crew's head because that's also Euron's head. And that
Right.
would reveal that pretty quick.
I'm sorry. You're right. The answer to my question was Dario. Um.
Yeah,
We have Mance is Rhaegar. He explains the choice of dagger, and Bloodraven told him to go south because there's no fucking way Mance heard Robert was going to Winterfell from a raven and caught up with him. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Not necessary. The cool thing about this theory, which I really really enjoy, is that it meshes with Mance Rhaegar very well.
yeah.
It does not
He
necessarily
also
need
he would
to
just
be Man. Oh, go ahead,
sorry.
please.
No, he would just go if he knew Robert was coming to be like, all right, the guy who's got my throne. Let's see how he's holding up. And he sees him. He's like, well, he's got more hair than me, but I kept the weight off better than him, so we'll call it a draw.
Menu. I'm see people are. I'm getting at. What the heck? I don't want Edge. Get him out of here. Get them all in here. Press the delay ads button. I don't know. This is the first stream of this format. Thank you all for joining us. We're gonna have to work out some. We're gonna have to work out some kinks next time. But I'm really glad that you guys showed up, and I'm really having a good time. It's rare that we actually talk about like theories and stuff.
Yeah.
um. I'm sorry. I just had a flashback to that god awful video we did today.
Which one?
You know which
We
one.
did 3. Which one?
You know which one.
You said we can't air that one. It's too clickbaity. People will be mad. And I'll say, you all survived the Ravens endgame. We didn't lose any subscribers.
No, I said
You
we
can make
can't. We
clickbaited worse
can't
than that.
air it because it'll tank.
I know. Okay. Imagine the theory stream we're having right now.
Uh-huh.
We have a really dumb theory up on screen.
Yeah.
Stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Uh-huh.
is not true. It cannot be true. If it is true, the entire universe is much dumber for it having been true. And we talk about that for how long are we gonna run these streams? Like an hour, hour and a half each?
Yeah, I'm thinking
Yeah,
I'm thinking we
like
finish up at 10. That seems about,
that's a
you know.
that's a good healthy time for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh I think that is totally fair. Could you imagine, chat, us being like, so everybody, give us your ideas about the theory. When it's really dumb, the floodgates will be open. None of you would be like, ooh, I don't know if I want to say this because I don't know if that actually, like, I haven't thought about it too much. Like, no. If the theory is intellectually bankrupt, we're gonna have way more fun. Tom's not vibing.
Oh, chat, how do you guys
We crave
feel
the clickbait.
about nonsense related to Doran Martell? Just irredeemable bullshit.
I look. I'm just saying. I took one of the most controversial, hard to prove theories, and I made it work. And the stuff I'm using to hold it together was not approved by the FDA or whatever the theory equivalent of the FDA is.
Weirdly, it's still the FDA. Oh my god.
They regulate tinfoil. I guess
Mr.
yeah, it's used to handle food.
Mr. Megatron. Oh, Martell bullshit is my kink, says Steve.
Boy, do I have a video for you.
No, we can't air it. It's so stupid. And do not mistake me, Zach. I said this to you many times, and this was not a bit, okay? I said this to you many
Yeah.
times. This is the best video we've ever made.
You said there are times I wish I had face cam,
Oh
and
my God.
you said that you wished you had it for that video, which I presume means that your jaw hit the floor at a certain point.
No,
When I told you this
hang
is going
on.
to be
Wait, do
so
I have my hat? I looked like this. It was this look, Zach. It was this one. It was this one right here. It was the down here. It was the cover your face in a hat so no one can see
beautiful,
you.
beautiful.
Oh my god. Um, Zach, Mr. Megatron says Hightower sent the Catspaw because he can use his glass candle to see into the future, and Evil Bran gets reborn as Euron. In an attempt. Now, this is interesting, but if this is an attempt to kill Bran, if this is an earnest attempt to kill Bran, someone who can see the future would know that it will have been unsuccessful, or will at least be extremely unlikely to be unsuccessful because of all the other players in the timeline.
Yeah, if you can see into the future, wouldn't that mean that your assassination attempt, by definition, hasn't worked?
A parallel with me here for a second. Parallel between the rebirth of Daenerys and everything that Miri Mazdur does, and the attempt on Bran's life and everything that the Catspaw does.
Yeah.
If the goal of Miri Mazdur was to prevent a new Dragon Lord from rising, she failed spectacularly.
Yeah.
And this is one of the reasons that some people assert that she knew what her actions were going to cause to some extent. Uh, that is remarkably. If you wanted Bran Stark to no longer be a problem, you failed catastrophically.
You
Holy
guaranteed.
shit! This is the worst thing you could have done if you don't like Bran Stark in all your stuff.
No, yeah, you're 100%. So I think that, yeah, Mr. Megatron says he's only mortal and he can't understand the complexity of time. That makes sense. Like, he's got to find out, okay, I can see to the future and I can tell that in the future something is going to be, like, you know, not good. Is there something I can do magic wise or not magic wise? Is there something I can do now to stop that? And you try, right? You send an assassin, you find out. And then when the assassination doesn't work, you presume that that was because of his time powers, and you scratch that off the list of things you try. That makes sense. I could buy that.
Hmm. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Why? 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 Okay, pitch. The cat's paw was sent by a different iteration of Bran in your time traveling Bran thing. In your time traveling Bran like chess match idea.
This makes it the only assassination attempt that was ever also a suicide attempt.
No, that makes this the first one.
You're right. It's the first one.
Yeah.
If anybody tries to kill Bran in the future, that's also necessarily true.
No, Ian, this is not a broccoli. This is a different Naruto character. This is my Cthulhu. Say hello. This was given
My
to me
favorite,
by my friend Sam.
my favorite Naruto characters are Cthulhu and Broccoli.
I thought it was a little beardy guy the people need to see. Oh yeah, there you go. He was all over the election stream, but that no longer exists.
That went to the shadow realm, as they say.
Oh my god. Yes, it did go to the shadow. Yes, I like that that is our meta. That is our turn of phrase. Uh uh that we have bits that are publishable, bits that are unpublishable, bits that are Patreon publishable, bits that are Patreon unpublishable, and then Shadow Realm.
Yep, yep. There's stuff that we have that we might do something with someday, but it's not like ready for the Patreon. But
Yep.
we'll hold on, but we'll keep it in the archive. There's stuff we delete immediately.
Oh, I need to work on a soundboard. Um, need approximately 400% more possum content, or I take my business elsewhere. I need to get permission from Michael to have that on a soundboard because I watch that possum video like once a week. It's my favorite video on the internet. Holy shit.
It's good.
Oh my god. It is he needs to post that somewhere. Oh my god, it makes me so happy. Oh my god. For those of you just joining us, we're talking about the cat's paw. We are, by the way, going to check at the end of this stream to see if there have been any new pages added to the wiki. I just want everyone to know that. This is non-negotiable. Uh, all right, I am turning to chat. Give me the weirdest cat's paw theories you've heard. I want the weirdo. I want the dumb ones. I want the dumbest ones. Vaping Dad says I'm the cat's paw. Zach, thoughts?
Uh, what evidence do you have? If you were the cat's paw, first of all, how are you still alive?
Uh,
Are you immune to dog bites? It's Hodor. That's
Hodor.
dumb. That's pretty dumb. You know, if any, like, it'd be funny if it was never commented on, just afterwards.
Hodor sent the cat's paw. I mean,
Vaping
that
does
wouldn't.
indicate who the cat's paw is, but the ghost of Winterfell is the cat's paw. By deduction, we can say that Maester Luwin is the cat's paw.
Wait a minute. That's stupid. That's stupid.
Hillock has mentioned that Catelyn is a time travel outlier, which is why the plan screwed up. She screwed up other plans too, including coming back to life. That's an interesting thought. That Catelyn is one of the people who notices that time travel magic is happening
We
and is
we
able
talk all the
to
we
prevent.
talk a lot about time travel scars, and she has a lot of them.
Yeah, and she might be one of the few people who recognize that it's happening. Yeah, and her coming back to life, it was something that was not supposed to happen either. That's interesting.
That is interesting. That
And
is
some
interesting.
inherited it. Ooh, that could be like a Went thing, right? Uh, the Wents of Harrenhal can tell when magic is being used to manipulate reality. Interesting.
Interesting. Interesting. Throughout the books, Cat loses time and doesn't know what's happening. This could be Bran time traveling and using his mother's body to set things in motion, such as hiring his own killer as his mother. That is Joshua, with some top tier tinfoil, by the way.
Yeah, it could be something that's passed down to like a recessive Went trait, so only Sansa got it, same way she got the Tully hair, which I think
Uh,
the Tully hair is actually Went hair too.
Ian, okay, real pitch. It's Mance.
Bad news about what's on the board right now.
Mormon's Crow sent the cat's paw.
He just wanted corn.
Corn. Corn. Oh, I thought he said stab that kid.
No, I was just I thought that he could use a more balanced diet, so I was gonna go get him some bran.
Mance we met the Mance we meet is his body double.
Well, like his body double took over. Oh, that's wait, that's kind of genius.
Oh, like a reek thing. There have been multiple
No,
Mances.
like imagine like a politician's like body double that they have like is really convincing at it, and then the like that person dies and they just continue it. Wait, there's a movie like this in the 90s where like a president is like super ill and they get an actor who looks just like him to play the president, and then he just starts slowly trying to take over because of the cover up. Hold on, do you have a time machine? I have a president to pitch this to. uh
uh,
I only need to go back about 12 months.
balanced diet. Oh, balanced diet. Because it's
It's
balanced.
the 1993 film Dave. Thank you, Hello Cat.
I gotta.
Dave is the movie I'm thinking of.
Hey,
There are a
look
lot
at
of
how did you have that in the chamber? How did
if
you
there's a
have that
movie from the
ready?
1990s but one of the main characters is the president and it doesn't involve the White House being blown up by a flying saucer, I love that movie. And if it does involve the White House being blown up by a saucer, I also still kind of like that movie, even though I'll acknowledge it's bad.
Is that the one where Harrison Ford tells a person to get off his plane?
No, was that in the 90s or the 80s?
That's gotta be 92.
1997.
Seven.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. Let me tell you, Air Force One is dub is also fucking
It's
amazing.
a great movie. It's so much fun. It's so much fun and so stupid. Zach, are you excited for the Harrison Ford Marvel movie?
Where he is playing the president, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, he's playing the general that he was
And
previously played by Sam Elliott,
and
but
we're
he's
not
president now.
hold and we're not going to talk about I hate trailers. The trailer already spoiled stuff for me,
Yeah,
which makes me deeply unhappy.
yeah,
I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it and I hate trailers and I will die on this hill.
that's fair. I feel like trailers are different now that the internet's a thing because you'll immediately see people speculating about what's going to happen in it, and they'll eventually guess correctly. Like if 100 people guess what happens in your movie, one of them will be right.
Yeah, but I don't need to read them. You know what I mean? I don't need to read their
Yeah,
opinion pieces. But if I'm going to see The Thing in theaters, I do need to watch the trailers. The Thing, by the way, is very good, turns out. Turns out it's extremely good, actually. uh, yeah, hell yeah, Zach, absolutely. Um, I think that the only other cat's paw theory that I have ever found like quite compelling is Littlefinger.
yeah, yeah. I think outside of the one you presented, Littlefinger's the more like the other likely culprit. I think that the like Mance scheming and Littlefinger scheming are like free spaces on the bingo card of A Song of Ice and Fire. If somebody could come up with a compelling Varys did it, I would believe that too. I just don't the reach for Varys is much, much farther when there's two more plausible candidates. Hell, if somebody could come up with a plausible Euron did it, I would be amenable to that.
I have so much trouble accepting that kind of, I don't want to call it plot convenience, but I'm going to use that as like a filler word for right now because it is so fortunate for Bran and presumably the history of the world that it
Yeah,
went down exactly that way. If it went down if it went down that way by coincidence, that is staggering and I hate it. If you're going to tell me it
yeah.
was Littlefinger, you also need Bloodraven or Bran to be in Summer. There's no other way to do it.
That's why the only reason I like that Joffrey did do it is if Joffrey has been a victim of like Bran like mind control, and that like the madness he experiences
I
is
don't
from
hate
Bran
that.
popping into his head. That makes it plausible to me.
There,
That will give George's answer some satisfaction because you're right. If Bran becomes the most powerful being who has ever lived and is the old gods, and there is evidence for this, uh, if the person who sent the Catspaw does not have some understanding of the cataclysmic magic that's happening, I can also buy Euron did it because his plan is to eat Bran and gain his powers.
yep, that's like
Uh,
who I yes, continue, I'm sorry.
like the if you believe in Jojen paste, then like you can gain people's powers somewhat by like consuming their flesh, their blood. If like Euron plans to full on vampire Bran's powers out of him, he could have sent the cat's paw to like ensure he flees, ensure he goes into Bloodraven's cave because Euron knows where that is because he's the previous student of Bloodraven. If you buy that theory, so like I can see that like if they you sold me on if we believe in time travel magic, if we believe the Bran will become obscenely powerful, and that seems to be implied heavily by the books and some of the decisions the show made, it would really, really like need to be somebody who knew what they were doing. Otherwise, yeah, it is such a convenience that somebody did that for him. Granted, if Bran is a time god, he would have like the ability to go back and do that, but that like would mean the first iteration was based on luck, right?
Yes. And like I can buy that the first iteration was based on luck. I don't think that I can buy anything past that.
Yeah. Well, the first iteration is brought on by luck, and we find out later that like Bran gained his powers 6 years later when he like got a fever like Jojen did, and like he went out of his way to make sure that he had a near death experience early on in his life, and then had the assassination attempt, so he had nobody around, so he had a reason to flee. I could buy all that, but like the the idea that the first time around he happened to be pushed by Jamie and then almost assassinated. And then the war happened, and that's the only reason he got north of the wall. And Jojen had the vision of the future. We're also dealing with time loop stuff, which is like hard to deal with
Yeah.
and conceptualize, anyways. But like at a certain point, it becomes too convenient, especially if it's just Joffrey apropos of nothing. That's very tough.
Mhm. Interesting. Look, look, Ian, we are doing literary analysis here, okay? You get those jokes out of here. Do we know if the Faceless Men also do some kills for their own schemes with death? As if it wasn't a contract, but a willful failed attempt. That's interesting. Ned's still mad about the beheading where Bran made him look like a punk officer tried to take him out. I love this fandom. I love you guys so much. I really like it here. I really like it. What is happening?
Ramsay used to have 21 good men. Ramsay sent the Catspaw.
Ramsay sent the
Ramsay's
cat.
sort of like an evil enough bastard to do it, but he's not causing much trouble until the Starks are gone, right? Because if he started trouble when the like Starks were there, they would have killed his ass, and he knows it. He really starts causing trouble when they go south, because who's gonna come stop him? Basically, is his thought.
Can't have him ruin his big bro's name. I I like I like I like this fandom very much. um, Zach, thoughts on? Let's assume for the moment that Mance is Mance is like is responsible for the cat's paw, and let's
Yeah,
assume he is a member of the team that that is going to attack Bran. What else does that team look like? How many people do you need for that mission, number one? And this is not the first or the last time that Mance will go to or send people to Winterfell. What else could he be looking for while he's there?
yeah. If there's a set the library on fire, you feel like you'd steal a couple important books, especially if you're Mance Raider. Like, we just had a brilliant second theory here.
All right, I'm ready.
In Die Hard,
What?
the people pretend to be terrorists
Uh-huh.
so that they can successfully perform a bank robbery.
Yeah.
Even though terrorism is a much more serious crime than robbing a bank, their plan that they crafted hinges on them being treated like terrorists because they've read the terrorist playbook and understand that like that is a like way to it kind of like works with their plan well that requires the power to be shut down and stuff like that. Uh, really, they could have just found a way to shut the power down and not added 500 years plus death onto their sentences and just gotten 20 years for a bank robbery. But instead, they decided to do that. Uh, Hans Gruber, you're a little bit whack. Uh, Rest in peace, Alan. But sorry, rambly. Uh, what if Mance Gruber, our beloved King Beyond the Wall, played by Alan Rickman, decided to steal a single book, and his cover for that was having somebody stab Brandon Stark. And he set that guy up to fail. So there'd be a big mystery. And then he gets away with his book.
You know, that
And then
I actually adore that idea. I don't think that's unreasonable at all. I think I actually love that.
he was there for a single book, and he's like, what if we covered it up by pretending we were there to murder a kid? I feel like that is a good cover up for breaking and entering and burglary and theft, petty theft.
There we go. Gonna leave that there. Um, yeah, I actually think that's a really, really cool perspective.
Video has been recategorized as stabbing or saying the word assassination or
uh,
terrorism.
yeah, which of those, Zach, do you think would get a video recategorized? I wonder.
All of the above.
Everyone at the Pentagon just like tunes in.
We're 77 minutes in. The censors have stopped watching.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, like where I'm trying to think of an example of this in other fiction. I know that there are, but like where one much more obvious flashy crime is committed to cover up the actual desire. I want to say that this happened in Monk. Um, Someone broke into like a doctor's office and robbed it.
Yeah,
And like took out all the money and like spray painted the walls, um, to make it think it was a hate crime. Um, but then took like one file out of a filing cabinet, and that was the actual reason they were there.
yeah. So instead of getting 5 years for petty theft, it would probably be a deferred sentence with a lot of community service. They get 25 for a hate crime.
Yes, but you might reason they are less likely to be suspected of what they were
Yeah,
actually doing. And I think that if that was the case, like let's say the Pate, right? Pate is um has been replaced by the Alchemist. Um
yeah,
let's say he um I don't know, like sets charges under the library, right? And blows it to high hell. Uh this video has been recategorized again. Um uh uh but he takes exactly one book. Who's ever going to suspect him of taking that one book?
yeah. There's a real trade-off here where you could just cover up your crime a little bit better. But I guess like you're stealing one file. Okay, the thing you do then is you steal the one file you need and then 50 random ones. So instead of they have to like narrow it down even further, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
don't
yeah,
need
yeah.
to then make it seem like a hate crime. This video has been recategorized. Uh,
I don't like this bit at all.
sorry, Hello Cat says when he sets bombs in Minecraft, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I was imagining Eminem adding to any controversial line in his raps in Minecraft.
Oh my God.
Uh,
Wait, when was it
right?
recategorized? You're not gonna get me like that.
And it starts like, that he, uh, ready to drop bombs in Minecraft. I like what Grat said about I never really put the facts together. The Mance and Bloodraven have both been active north of the wall for years. It makes sense. Cold Hand and Mance sort of cross paths possibly often.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've seen the others over there. Like running into Cold Hands does not seem to be a spectacularly rare feat. I think that it could be the case the Cold Hands like works as an emissary for Bloodraven more directly than just like making sure Sam and Gilly get where they need to be safe and making sure Bran and the Reeds get where they need to be safe.
And like, I don't think it is 100% certain that Mance has communicated with Bloodraven, but I think it's probably pretty unlikely that they don't know about each other.
Yeah,
Um, uh, he is a magical woods wizard living in one of the last surviving societies of the Children of the Forest. Like the Thens gotta know about him, right?
yeah. The Thens know about the others. They know about the other that's a brother of the Night's Watch that has a giant moose, or the like communicative white at least, the zombie that can talk.
Yeah, the zombie that can talk that keeps eating Brothers of the Night's Watch.
Yeah,
Like they gotta know about each other. It's weird that this never came up, actually. It, I guess there wasn't a circumstance where it might have come up. That's exactly what now here maybe they don't know about each other because that's a rumor that spreads.
yeah,
That's not a rumor that stays under wraps.
yeah.
Benjen Nathaniel says Benjen and Ned know about Cold Hands? What do you mean? What does that mean? What if you who doesn't want to create powerful magicians instead of who wants to kill Bran the child? Who doesn't want to create powerful magicians? See, I think that's interesting because whoever did this, I think probably does want to create powerful magicians, don't they? The Thens are the farthest north. They should know the most about the others. Yeah, I, we should do. I think that Quinn was planning on doing a video like discussing the failures in John's leadership. And I
Yeah,
think that like that's a great video because I would love to discuss. He never talks to the Thens. He never sits down with Sigorn, or is it Sigorn's kid? I don't remember which one marries Alice. Um, but he never sits down with him and is like, "All right, spill, give me everything." He only like casually talks to Tormund about it.
yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Zach, I'm gonna take us back. Please carry on riffing, but I am going to take us back to the face cam screen, and I am
Face the
going to go
screen
and
because
check the wiki.
check the wiki. Good call. The idea that Nana mentioned no cold hands is going on some pretty thin ice. Makes
Oh,
sense because Thens can
thank
be
God,
cold
no one has added anything. Oh,
and are
thank God.
unique in a few respects. What if we think because uh, who wants to create powerful musicians instead of who doesn't want to create powerful magicians instead of who wants to kill Bran the child? Well, yeah, if we look at it through a magic lens, then there's a lot of people who could be like, we don't want Bran to exist, but they also must know at that point that Bran's going to become like super important. So they need to have an interest in there not being somebody super magical and also know he's going to become super magical. I guess that adds Marwyn, right?
Yeah.
Marwyn the Mage
Mhm.
to the list of people it could be. But if Marwyn's the big bad of A Song of Ice and Fire, that's an absurd pull for a guy who shows up and says, "Hey, no time, I gotta leave." In the last
The
chapter of Dance,
the
last,
last page of A Feast for Crows.
last page of A Feast for Crows. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. What is the name of this theory, Zach?
This theory is called. It
What?
should be our most recent video.
Yeah. What is this one
It is
called?
called.
The
Uh,
Catspaw. I think I know who sent the
I
Catspaw
think
was
I know who
called.
said the Catspaw. Yes,
What's
that is
like
the
the
name.
name of this theory? Mance sent the Catspaw.
Matt sends the cat. Matt sent the Catspaw. Yeah.
Mance sent the Catspaw. Next. Create. Mance sent the cat's paw, open parentheses, also known as I know who sent the cat's paw, it is a theory originally originally written by Tom Silver. It posits that the cat's paw who attacked Bran in a Game of Thrones was employed by was a member of a team led by Mance Rayder.
Reader. Yeah.
Mance Rayder. Period. There we go. Save. It's in. Boom, I did it. Oh, I fully and enthusiastically encourage everyone to add stuff to this. It's going to be so stupid. Or it's going to be nothing. That's also possible, right? It's also funny if it's nothing, Zach.
Yeah. That would be funny too. Both of these things.
Uh, what's the address? Oh, hang on. Oh, I got you.
Post in chat. Also, Tom, if you don't mind, do you think we could wrap it here? I
Oh
need
yeah,
to
oh yeah.
a little earlier.
Let's start moving into our
I
outros here.
apologize, everybody. I need to get some sleep.
No problem. Zach, give us a handful of final thoughts and tell us some of the things you've been working on.
I've been working on a lot of videos that have. I was swamped this year, and I let a lot of things drop. I've been trying to catch up on a lot of my videos. I'm going to try and publish some of my music that never saw the light of day, which I try and do every couple of years. I am going to try and finish up a video essay that I've been meaning to finish all year about The Wire. I've been recording a lot of videos with Tom. We've got some real good ones coming for this channel and the horror channel. And we're working on our Resolution Bowl videos, which I think we'll have some updates next time we stream.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah, we have a channel. It doesn't have any videos on it yet, but we do have a channel.
Yes, we do. And that's all I'm working on right now. I'll let you know when I got new music coming, but for now, check out The Boyfriend from Beyond. I hope in 2025 to have another cover album out and a new album of originals. We'll see if I can keep to it. Yes, Hellcat says heart the horror vids. You're gonna love the next one. I have to assert something's a horror series first, but I think Tom was sold pretty quick.
And as it is, I do believe that that's about what we've got. That's about the time we have. Thank you all very much for coming and hanging out with us. It was a phenomenal time, and you're all wonderful. Zach, if it's okay with you, I'm gonna go ahead and let people play out with some of the bangers from Beyond. How does that sound?
Hell yeah, sounds good to me.
All right, I am posting that in the chat as well. Please go bomb their comment section, and the video got recategorized again.
Go atomic bomb the comment section. Go improvised explosive device.
Oh my God!
Pause.
Special thanks.
So the comment section.
I believe it's Robercat on Instagram. This is Yggdrasil, who was kind enough to give us permission to use this cup. I love this cup.
Very good. Bye, everybody.
Thank you all. Okay, bye. Hello, this is Tom from WNRD, playing you out for the rest of the evening with Deter LaCroix's The Bangers from Beyond. Enjoy. sign off into Turlacroix's new The Bangers from Beyond. Playing you out late into the evening, whether you're on your early morning commute or you're just getting off and getting ready to head home after a long night. We'll be taking care of you all night here on WNRD, The Nerd. Good night, everybody.